The mysterious box. Last night, while cleaning out my attic, I stumbled upon an old wooden box tucked away in a dusty corner. It was ancient, with strange symbols carved into the wood. I carefully opened it and found a yellow diary inside. The first page had a warning, "Do not read further." Ignoring it, I turned the page, only to read about a man who heard strange footsteps in his house at night. Just then, I heard soft footsteps echoing from downstairs. My heart raced as I realized the diary was somehow predicting my future. I stood frozen in fear, wondering what would come next. The following night, after washing my face, I glanced in the mirror. To my horror, my reflection was smiling back at me, even though I wasn't. I wiped the fog off the glass, but the eerie smile remained. My phone suddenly rang, and the caller ID read, "Attic." I felt a chill run down my spine as I backed away from the mirror, the mocking grin still etched in my mind. I answered the call, but all I heard was silence, followed by a faint whisper saying, "I'm watching you." Determined to uncover the truth, I went back to the attic. The box was there, and my phone lay beside it, displaying a missed call from a friend who had died last year. My hands shook as I picked up the diary again. The next entry described a similar phone call and the same eerie events happening in my house. Could this really be happening? My breath caught in my throat as I heard a faint whisper, "Welcome." I turned around but saw nothing. The silence was deafening, and I felt a cold presence behind me. Unable to resist, I continued reading the diary. The entries grew more terrifying, each one eerily accurate. The final page read, "By the time you read this, he will be behind you." My heart pounded as I spun around, expecting to see something horrifying. But there was nothing there. Just then, my phone buzzed again. The screen displayed one word, "Mirror." My stomach churned as I slowly approached the mirror, knowing something sinister awaited me. Story. My legs felt like jelly as I stood before the mirror. My reflection looked back at me, but it wasn't quite right. It was smirking. I touched the glass, feeling an icy chill seep into my bones. Suddenly, my reflection spoke, "You can't escape." My body froze, paralyzed with fear. The reflection grew blurrier, more distorted, until it was a shadowy figure staring back at me. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. My reflection laughed, and I felt my grip on reality slipping away. On the final night, I noticed both the diary and my phone were gone, as if they had never existed. I tried to convince myself it was all a nightmare. As I looked into the mirror, the shadowy figure appeared again, grinning, "Welcome back." I felt a dizzying sensation and blacked out. When I woke up, I was trapped inside the mirror, staring out at my empty room, unable to escape. My reflection, now free, smiled back at me from the outside, living my life while I remained imprisoned in the cold, glassy prison.